What's up, dudes and dudettes? I've got some big updates for the charge stacker build. I thought it'd be fun to start this video off with some scorpion pistachios, scorpion pepper specifically. Sorry, I just ate one and it's already starting to kick in, but if you haven't tried these, they'll kick your butt, but they're also really good. Think like Flaming Hot Cheetos, but times 1,000 for the spice level. Oh, yeah. They're good. I was wondering if it's gonna make me, oh, look at this sale come in right on the video. Wow. Let's watch this sale. I've been wanting to sell this for like 2 days. Wow. Come on. 20. Where's the 8? Woo! Whoa, what a way to start this video. That was not planned. I was pretty broke. I was down to 15. Well, actually 15 is not bad for me. I was down to like 4 this morning. And then I sold a Grace of the Goddess for 17. And then I just sold that. I'm going to go shopping again. Wow, this is great. It's so funny because I was about to say what I got so far, what I've been upgrading, and what I still need to upgrade. And wow, the Scorpion pistachios they're kicking my butt. So let's take a look at what I've done. So sometimes it's really hard for me to remember what I said in the last video. Let's do that. Let's take a quick look at my POB from the last video. That will actually help. So we had a different Watcher's Eye, and it looks like we had a different cluster jewel and a different, yeah, okay, so jewels, a lot of jewel stuff, some skill gems, but those are the main things. Okay, so yeah, let's talk about that. And actually what I do want to talk about is a couple of comments I got on my videos. So the guy that bought one of my Elegant Hubrises from me, he commented, so that was cool, and he bought it for $225 div, and I have another one for sale right now for 1 mirror. Actually, I have 2 for sale for 1 mirror each. My friend also has one. He's online more than I am, so he just keeps it for sale more than I do. But maybe one of you will buy it. Probably not, maybe. But then someone said top right pathing looks like 4 travel nodes where you could take 2 nodes. And you know what? That's something I definitely changed a lot, is my pathing. And I think this is probably what he meant, because I did change this. Instead of going over here, I'm going up. And there's a whole bunch of changes on my tree, actually. So I'm going to go over those in a minute. And then one guy said, why don't you sacrifice 1 rare jewel for Storm Shroud and then change Ignite to Shock Avoid on Flask. That way you will be immune to all ailments. So he's right, and I guess you could say slightly wrong. So I already am immune to shock because I'm using Tempest Shield. And I believe I was using Tempest Shield in the last update. Let me just double check that. Yes, I was. So that's already giving shock immunity on it, right? So I actually don't need to get shock immunity on Flask. But he's also right, because I've been getting chilled a lot and it's been super annoying. And that's pretty much the only thing I'm not immune to. And by swapping the jewel I had right here, so I have a Storm Shroud there now. This was the jewel I had before, which was just basically Corrupted Blood is all it really had for me. And I bought this a long time ago. It was due for a huge upgrade. I bought this Storm Shroud for literally 1C. I don't know why someone put it up for 1C. They literally did. I hit the button. Who does 1C trades in the first place, let alone for a Storm Shroud? It was weird. So this was my old Flask, which was the Ignite immunity, and then I just randomly had this in my stash that was already 25 effect Corrupted Blood immunity. And I don't really need Corrupted Blood immunity super bad, but it's just nice to have, and it was already rolled like this. So all I had to do is put the Enkindling Orbs on it to get to 70% increased effect, which, by the way, is really important for me to mention this to you guys. If you're playing this build and you have a Mage Blood, you 100% need to make sure that all of your flasks that are elemental are 70% increased effect. Not 69. Oh, like this one. Shoot. This one is 69. Oh my gosh. So this one's 70 I have right here. I didn't realize that this is my reflect one, and it's only 70 or 69. Maybe 69 is okay. I'll tell you why though. When you combine this flask effect right here with your flask effect you get from Mage Blood, or from the flasks with the 25 plus the 70. My understanding last time I looked into this was you needed 70 in order to move your character resistance up to the next max res on the flask. Maybe I'm wrong because I'm looking at this one right now and it says 69, right? And I'm still getting 89 lightning max res. So unless I'm missing, I have another extra lightning max res somewhere else, then maybe I was just wrong about it. I'd have to go experiment. But let's just say you need at least 69. It's either 69 or 70. Either way, let's not blab about it anymore. But yeah, so now the Storm Shroud, taking this spot, I'm still getting the Corrupted Blood immunity, and I'm getting the Ignite immunity from the Storm Shroud, and now I'm getting Chill immunity and a bunch of other immunities maybe I didn't have either, which is beautiful. Okay, what else did I do? I got a new Watcher's Eye. This is an awesome one. It's a triple discipline mod. I got it for only 10 divine. I think this is a good deal. The roll on the energy shield per second is low, so eventually I'll probably divine it. But for right now, it's amazing that it has the extra modifier on it, which was the 14% increased energy shield recovery rate while affected by discipline. I did not have that on my last Watcher's Eye, so that's great. You can see I'm actually not taking this point right here for the moment, and I could, and it would be strong, but I probably just need to get rid of this now because I can reroll my armor to have +2 to all maximum resistances, and I don't need this anymore either, which is great because I can get it something way better right here on this small cluster. So sorry, I'm bouncing back and forth. Was I wearing this armor last time? I was. Okay, good. So I went over this armor that we rolled. It's been great for me. I need to make new gloves. That's on the to-do list. So now that you watch me make that sale, I do have some 24 quality bases, which, I know 24 is not the greatest, but they were cheap. I got these super cheap. So I got them and split them. And I'm going to roll with these and fracture them. And once I get one, then I'll sell the rest of the bases for they'll be worth 1 divine each or something. I know I'm jumping all over the place, but I'm just trying to remember what to say. So, yeah, gear. I think that's the only other change on the gear. Skill gems. I just looked into this a minute ago. How I'm doing on my skill gems. What's better, according to POB. And so, you can see my inspiration. I just need 1 more level. It's almost there. No big deal. I did swap out. What was it? Increased critical damage support for Awakened Lightning Pen. And it said it was a huge increase in damage to have a Awakened Lightning Pen. So, and this is only 100 C. So I grabbed that. Volatility support, I want to get a 2120. They're 3 divine. And because I was kind of tight on money, I was like, I'll just roll 2020 for now. Same with multi-strike, same price, same thing. I actually had 2 of these. I corrupted both of them. They both whiffed the 2120. But now that I made that sale you guys just watched, I'll probably upgrade both of these because they'll give me some decent damage. Power charge on crit is awesome. All you need actually is a 20. 20-0 is fine. Going to 21 doesn't do anything more for you. And getting the 20% quality is just more of a bragging thing because it just gives you a higher chance to gain a power charge on crit. You don't need to gain power charges because you're using Ralakesh boots, right? So not really needed. You already have max power charges all the time, and we're not spending power charges with anything. So it doesn't really matter. It's just good to have a 20. So that's nice and cheap. I did upgrade my more duration to 2020 so that when I pop my Immortal Call, it will last longer. My inspiration on this is also about to go. My Frost Shield, my Tempest Shields are 2120s now. I don't remember if they were last time. Sigil Power is about to be a 2020. That's good. My Arctic Armor, I'm just naturally leveling this up to 20. And it looks like it's almost there. So that's good. Because I bought this as a 123. And that's actually what you want is a 20. You want a 2023, not a 2120, just as a FYI. I did upgrade my flask, or my tincture, I should say. And is this one? This was on. Okay, last video I had this one as well. So let's talk about tree stuff. So, you know what I'm looking at? Yeah. Okay, I did make some pretty big changes. So one of the things I did is I moved my Light of the Meaning from over at this jewel slot to this jewel slot right here. And then I added a Unnatural Instinct right here. And so Unnatural Instinct says that you get all of these points that are not allocated inside the circle. So you naturally want to take the proj damage to the right, because then you're going to get all these resistances right here for free. So you're going to path this way. You're going to get your Unnatural Instinct, and then you're going to throw your Light of the Meaning in here. And all of these points that are in this area that are not allocated, you're getting free 3% max energy shield from all of these points, right? Which is pretty sweet. And you're getting some block right here as well, which is kind of cool. And skill effect duration stuff, which I don't really know if we need that, but we get movement speed. It's great. So this is a much better spot, and then it also takes the pressure away from these points right here, not needing to be allocated just to get the Light of the Meaning bonuses. In fact, Soul Thief right here, while it's a great point, I'll probably end up getting rid of it at some point, along with maybe these energy shield points. As I get some really expensive cluster jewels, I'm going to want 2 expensive cluster jewels here and here, and I'll just need more points. So those areas will probably go. I did end up taking, I don't know if I talked about this already, but the +3 meters of melee strike range, and it felt so much better. I also just got rid of Melee Splash. I forgot to mention that. I really liked Awakened Melee Splash. It felt so much better. But the reason why I needed it was because I didn't have non-vol strike skills target 1 additional nearby enemy on my gloves, because my gloves needed my rage generation. But now that I just got my Impossible Escape just a minute ago, that goes to Imbalanced Guard over here. Now I am getting my rage right here as well. Now there's all these like little pieces that, you get this and then you can do that. Get this and you do that. All these the dominoes are falling, right? So because I now have this Impossible Escape, I also get this really great accuracy point right here. And that allows me to get rid of these accuracy points right here and still have 100% chance to hit. So these are gone, and these were also part of that Light of the Meaning thing where they were getting pressure to have them because I was getting ES from them. But now that the Light of the Meaning's not here, it kind of doesn't matter anymore, right? So kind of things are just falling together like that. I also have this point right here, which is nice, but I'm taking 2 points just for like this elemental damage and a little bit of resistances. These will go eventually. It's nice to just talk about points that you don't need, right? Because eventually you're going to run out of points, and then every little point matters, even when you're especially when you're level 100. But with my Balanced Guard, Impossible Escape, I'm getting 3 max auras between these 2 points. I'm getting my rage generation here, and I'm getting extra accuracy. So it's 1 jewel giving a whole bunch of power. I love having that now, and now that I also got that money. Things on my to-do list. I need to get way better gloves with way more energy shield, and I'm at 14k right now, energy shield. I can easily get to, I would say, 15, 16k with new gloves, and then with cluster jewels and stuff, I should be able to easily get to maybe 16, 17, 18k range, which is great to be there. Eventually, I'll probably want to craft a rare helmet that has a power charge, at least 1, maybe 2, with Fizz taken as fire. That would be great, because right now I have the 40% I'm getting from the scavenger Cloak of Flame thing, and I want to upgrade that. And then this cluster jewel is not that great. It's giving me some ES and some attack speed, but it's just not the greatest. It has the Smite the Weak in it instead of maybe regen on it and something. And then this jewel is literally just a band-aid jewel because I needed strength to equip stuff. So I'll fix a lot of that in the future. Okay, what else do we need to talk about? Okay, next upgrades. I said the gloves. We definitely need a Sublime Vision. So now that I just made that big sale, that's going to be one of the next things I do. I've got 43 Divine. I guess you could say 44 basically with the Chaos Orbs, and I even have some Sacred Orbs. I think these are pretty expensive right now as well. So, I have about 45 Divine in currency, and I also have some stuff for sale. I have a couple of Voice of the Storms. These are pretty expensive. This probably won't sell very well. Watcher's Eye. This is actually a really expensive cluster. I don't know why it hasn't sold. Calandra's Touch, Valdo's map that I decided not to do, and another Grace of the Goddess. And I'd say this is easy. If I put this for 7 Divine, I'll probably fly off the shelf pretty quick. So, the rest of the stuff isn't anything too exciting, I would say. So I have a decent chunk of currency. I can definitely buy the Sublime Vision. And then after that, I can do my gloves. And then after that, really what I need to do is I need to do energy shield tattoos, and I need to get a power charge ring and a Calander's touch. So I've talked about this in most of my videos, and the whole idea with scavenger right now is what I really want to do is this rational doctrine thing. And you're probably thinking like, you just sold your rational doctrine. I sold that rational doctrine because, well, you know, I guess I didn't look today, but rational doctrines, I'm gonna look right now. They were going for like 14 divine. And then the thing with the rational doctrine though is you get like 3 synth implicits. Oh god, the cheapest one right now is 29 divine. Oh well, not a big deal. I'm sure they'll go back down, or I could always just get another one. I could do a Valdo's map with one too. But the implicits I had in mine weren't good. It was just 5 energy shield, like 5 flat energy shield, not percent. It was not good. So I'll get another one when I'm ready, and then I will tattoo sooner than that. I'll tattoo all this int into ES tattoos, which gives me a little bit more, but more importantly, it'll bring down my int from 427, hopefully more into like the 200 zone. And then if maybe dex will be what I try to match with it. So I'll probably do dex and int as my 2 highest, and then I will get, hopefully I said that correctly. Let's see if, oh no, it's strength. I have to do strength and int. So I'm probably going to need to tattoo all this dex as well, which is fine. You can get really good dex tattoo stuff. And so then, but I'll need to find more strength. So I'm probably going to need to roll strength on the gloves that I do, and maybe even try to roll strength, roll the int off of this. I might even sell this body armor to just make a new one that has strength on it, because this is worth a lot of money. So that's like down the road. But once I get there, I'm going to do leadership's price on here. So right now I'm taking Death's Rush. I'll switch this to leadership's price. I think it's going to be super fun just to try that with the Scorch Brittle Sap thing. It might be crazy damage. Maybe it won't be, but I'm really looking forward to that. So that's the big plan. I think I touched on pretty much all the changes and all the things I'm chasing. I recorded a bunch of clips yesterday of me like doing some Valdo's maps, and I'm just going to throw those in here. And I'll just mention, I kind of already said this, but I sold, I think, 2 Voice of the Storm amulets so far. I think one was like around 6 divine because it was a good rolled one, and then one was like 3.5 a little bit ago. And then I had a Grace of the Goddess that was like insanely rolled that I even tailoring orbed, and I sold that for 17 divine. So I've been doing some Valdo's maps and making some money again, which is great because I was like dead broke. I think I've actually been down to literally no currency. I bought something, I don't even remember what it was, but I bought something yesterday for literally all of my divine and chaos I had left in my entire bank. And I was literally completely broke. And what I did is I went and I ran I had Elder fragments. I went and killed Elder, got the fragment from him, sold that for 100C, and then slowly like sold some other things and pieced things back together. And now, you know, things started selling and I'm good again. But yeah, you know what? I think everything I've spent was on a Valdo's map. And so I was reinvesting into things that would make me more currency. So I know I'm really blabby and I'm probably all over the place, but hopefully you guys are following along. Whoever is also playing this build, you guys might have some suggestions for me for other things on my tree or whatever. You know, like the Storm Shroud suggestion, like I said, was really good. The pathing suggestion people said before I was coming like down this way, and I don't need. Oh wait, I was going like here this way. I don't need to do that anymore. So some good changes. All right, I'll throw some clips at you guys. All right, last box. I think this is the last box. Yeah, here we go. So this is my first Valdo's map of the season. First try, finished, feels good. I bought this map for 3 divine, and I get a Grace of the Goddess Prophecy Wand out of it, which they're selling for floor price of 6 divine for just the worst one, basically. And this is going to be a shiny, of course, because it's from a Valdo's puzzle box, and I just realized like I have no space to hold it. Yeah, so let's take a look at how it rolled. It rolled, okay, let's just start from the top. 345 is really high, so that's good. That's physical damage. Gain 16 physical damage extra fire. That's not good. That's on the low side. 27 fizz, that's extra cold, really high roll. And then a perfect 30 on the lightning. I could be wrong, but I think this is worth big bucks. I just bought another Valdo's box. It's a foil Voice of the Storm, and I've been making a little bit of money flipping these Voice of the Storms. I bought a couple of them. I think they're gone. Let me just double check my sale tab. Yeah, they sold. So Voice of the Storm can roll up to 15 all attributes, and then you can catalyze it to 18. And the perfect 18 sell for pretty good money, like 6.5 divine, 7 divine-ish. And not that I'm guaranteed to get one by doing a Valdo's map, but it will be worth at least, I think, 4 divine or something like that. And I paid 1 divine for the map. And looking at the map, it shouldn't be too hard. 3 to 4 tormented spirits, that's hard. I might die, but I don't think I'm gonna fail the map. Damage within 2 meters of player. Well, I'm Frenzy of Onslaught. That's not a problem. 3 packs of additional map bosses. That's fine. Rare monsters have essence effects. That sometimes can be a little bit tough. Players is 1. That's me. Unique monsters have 2 random shrine buffs. Yeah. So depending on what essence effects, shrine buffs, and the tormented spirits, it can be pretty rippy. So I could fail. Like, it is a little bit of a gamble, but it's not like it's hard. I wouldn't say it's even as hard as a feared map. So I think it's doable for me at this point, even though my gear is still pretty limited. So let's just see how it goes. I just need to generate money because I'm so low on divines right now, and one of the best ways for me to make money with this build is doing some easier Valdo's maps that a lot of people wouldn't think about looking for. I'm a big fan of spreadsheets, and I have a crazy spreadsheet I started. I guess it's been a year since Valdo's have came out. Oh, I gotta pay attention here. This is it. This guy's actually hard. Oh, and he's got a buddy. He's got a buddy. I definitely need to be careful here. Okay, one guy down. Oof. Yeah, sorry. I've been talking, and now it's getting real here. Okay, I was not expecting there to be so many of these dudes all in one spot. This is like Ghosted Rogue Exiles, basically. But I'm doing really well, so I'm happy with the performance. This guy's got 4 ghosts on him. And a sail coming in that I really need to take. So I'm going to take the sail. There we go. Our second Valdo's box. Voice of the Storm. Alright, let's take a look at what we got on this Voice of the Storm. Come on, 15. 12. Okay. Alright, I grabbed another foil Voice of the Storm card, but it's a different map. It's a Jungle Valley. Smuggler's Cache stuff. Pack of 4 monsters. Movement speed changes. And this one is way easier than the one we just did. The essence mods and all the shrine buffs that they were getting and the tormented, like, this is just super duper easy. I did pay 2 divine for this one, but as I mentioned, well, assuming I didn't get clipped out, the Voice of the Storm seemed to be floor price of about 4 divine, and if you get a really good one, they can be worth, 6 or 7. So it is a risk I'm willing to take to pay 2 divine and hopefully make minimum 2 divine and maybe even make 4 if I get a great roll. Maybe make 5. So let's see. Yeah, and I just need to make money. I know a lot of people, to make money, they're just blasting, but I am often doing this while I'm working and get something done at work, and then I'll just do a map, and I hope that I make in less than 5 minutes that I'm gonna make 2 to 5 divine is good for me for just doing one map. So I think most people would agree with that, and it's not like a guess if you're gonna make the money. You're just gonna make the money, which is kind of cool. Yeah, these guys are not ghosted, so these guys are way easier. And that they said only 1 pack, so that was the 1 pack. I actually need Topaz Flasks, so I gotta pick that up, and I gotta make sure I hit these smugglers' caches, or I won't complete the mission. Oh, I didn't realize that the Oh, the smugglers' caches are guarded by map bosses too. That's weird. I don't remember reading that. I may go back and read that again after this is over. Let me just check this area. Did I miss anything over here? As a reminder, if you haven't done Valdo's boxes before, you have to kill every single rare on the map or the box will not drop. So that can be kind of annoying. So I have to kill all the rares, all the bosses, and open all the smugglers' caches here. Why am I? Oh yeah, because the move. I was like, why am I going so slow? It's the movement speed thing that was on the map that says your movement speed can be modified or whatever. Well, there was only one smuggler's cache, and I was assuming there's gonna be like 5 of them or something. I didn't read so well, so I think I just kill this boss and I get the box. And that was like, what, 2 minutes? Yep. Easy peasy. What did we get? Let's ID it. Yes! Let's go! 15! 15! Hell yeah. Okay, how much chaos do I have? 138. Faustus, my boy. Give me some intrinsic. I spelled it wrong. The same way as last time. 20 of these. Chaos. 20. 80C. And catalyze this up. And then we definitely want it to be perfect 30 on the implicit. Okay, now I gotta buy some more blessed orbs from my boy Faustus here. Should got like 20. Oh. There we go. Perfect foil Voice of the Storm, and it has a 15% increased mana roll, which is really good. Let's check the market. Voice of the Storm. I just want to double check. Perfect is going for 5. This guy's selling it way too cheap. Dang. And, well, I'm going to put mine up for 7 Divine because it's shiny, and I think it will sell. Let's put it next to his brother right here. 7 Divine. I think I was selling perfect foils last league for 20 to 30. And there was that build that Puget 2 had put out that he kept talking about how tonky it is, the Trickster, Ephemeral Edge Trickster. And I made a video about that. I played it. I did not like the build, but that was the amulet that you wear for that build. And all right, just finishing. I think this is the last box here on another Grace of the Goddess wand. I paid 3 Divine for this one, for the map. And the cheapest Grace of the Goddess is going for 6 Divine. So, considering this one's shiny and it could be rolled really well, let's see what we got. It's another really good one. 28 Fizz as extra lightning is really strong. I'm going to check this one as well. Okay, that was insanely easy. Cool. Alright, next thing. Alright, so about to kill Chayula. This should be super easy. Oh, I didn't even have volatility on. Still easy. He didn't drop anything? Just some glove. Okay, that's fine. Yep, okay. So Chayula is down. We just killed Aziri, so now I can do the feared. Let's just roll right into it because then I don't have to stop the clip. And I'm just gonna leave it white because I don't want to risk losing it and having to do that all over again. Oh, I should have taken splash damage off and put volatility back on. Oh well. Oh, hello. Oh my god, this is going bad. I really need to kill Shaper first. Okay, that went really well. Get out of there. Get rid of Elder first. Later, Elder. He's slowing me. Oh god. Oh god. I think it's because I'm standing in that degen puddle. Can I move him? Will he move? He doesn't move. God, Cortexing me annoying. Oh, I guess that was where I was supposed to Immortal Call. He's dead. There we go. Okay, what do we get? What do we get, guys? We got some Crested Splinters, some gloves, Crimson Jewel, a staff, an axe. Doesn't look like anything too sexy here. Chain belt, synth chain belt, but only one thing. All right, well, that's the feared down, and that was the last thing I needed to do over here. So, all good. On to the next one. Well, I just finished another Voice of Storms, and this one was really hard. I barely beat it. Let's see how it turned out. I only had one portal left, so I guess you could say 2 portals left. See how it goes. Oh, it's a 10. It's a junky one. Okay, well, I should be able. I paid for 2 divine, so I should be able to get 4. And I bought 1 more of these maps as well, so I'll have 2 more to sell. Another one. Another one. What do we get this time? We got... Oh, it's a yellowish looking one. 13. 13's not bad. Should be like, I think 5 divine. Alright, I just picked up this Foil Crown of the Tyrant Valdo map. And I've definitely done this map quite a few times before on my character last season. And this is a really good margin, but if you die, it's over. And there's Aziri trying to double flame blast you everywhere you go. So it is a little tricky. I 100% need to put my reflect flask on here. But instead of streaming the whole thing, I think I'm just going to cut the video here and show you if I win or no win. Whew, I just finished it, and I had to get in and get out real quick because Aziri was just blasting everywhere, and I just wanted to grab it and go. So, yeah. Got a foil Crown of the Tyrant here. Paid 1 divine for the map. It took me 2 minutes. Very easy map, actually. You just have to be very ready to leap slam out of there. As soon as Aziri shows up and starts flame blasting, or lightning storming, or whatever that other thing she does, you just got to get out of there. It's not worth it to get hit. And sorry, my Discord's on right now, so you can probably hear people. But let's take a look at the specs. Oh yeah, pretty nice. Okay, so I should be able to get 6 divine floor, maybe even more. It's a pretty good map. Oh, it's a really good life roll. This might be like 10 or 20 divine. So I'll let you know when it sells. Hopefully in this video it'll be sold. All right, just a quick outro. I figured I would throw together updated POB for you guys, and so I can also put it into the description. Like I usually try to do that for you guys. So you saw a bunch of clips, and also keep in mind pretty much every clip you saw, I actually had made a bunch of upgrades after, like my Impossible Escape, all that stuff. I haven't done any Valdo's maps since I did my Impossible Escape and did a bunch of other little upgrades. My damage is actually up quite a bit from those videos. So let's go to config, and I actually have Solaris on right now in Takahama, but now that I'm wearing the, what's it called, the Storm Shroud, I probably don't want to be Solaris anymore. It says I'm not going to do it right now, but anyway, let's say we're stationary, because I do usually try to stay stationary when fighting. And then I do have Onslaught. I do currently, I'm Fortified, yes. I'm using Adrenaline because of Scavenger Ascendancy. I am Elusive quite often. Rage is 30. Yes, we have Flask active. And not on Consecrated Ground yet, but let's see. Have you been hit? Blah, blah. Oh, this is important to do, though, is enemy nearby, always put 1. Especially if you have the glove mod for non-vol strike skills, target additional. And then we're just doing everything maxed out. So we'll say 4 stages of Frost Shield, 4 stages of Sigil of Power. We have our Golem out. And then we are shocking. And we should be shocking for like 30 even right now, I would say. But I'll put 20. Yeah, and you know what? For the cheese factor, let's put the shock at 30. And then look, we're at 30 million damage, which it's not unrealistic to say that that's possible. And if we really wanted to, we could say that it's a standard boss and like our damage is 35 million. But I'm just going to stick with the Pinnacle one here at 30. That's a nice, good number, isn't it? There may have been something I missed here, but oh, is my flask on? I think it is. Let's see. Items. Yeah, flask is, or sorry, tincture. I always call the tincture a flask by accident, but this should be pretty accurate and I'm going to make a bunch more changes like right now today. So I'll have another video probably tomorrow, and I should have the Sublime Vision and maybe better gloves. That would be a good goal to have, and maybe I'll have my damage up to closer to 50 million. Maybe not. I don't know. I might need more power charges to get 50 million, but it does feel a lot harder to chase power damage right now. You know, like last league I was at 300 million or 360 million or something crazy, and I feel like I got up to 100 million very easily. And this league, because I'm not on a Slayer, I feel like, you know, the Slayer ascendancy points were giving me a lot of damage. So not having those kind of sucks. It is what it is, though. Anyway, I appreciate anyone watching the whole video. I know it's kind of long, but I felt like the clips at least were maybe entertaining to some effect. And hopefully I'll get another video out for you guys tomorrow or the next day. All right, bye.